Hi everyone, good morning and welcome to this session on creating your digital marketing strategy. So my name is Tony and I'm joining you right here from Lagos, Nigeria, the Center of Excellence. And it's a very cool morning down here in Lagos today. So I am Tony, I'm a digital skills coach with Upskill Digital and we're partners with Google on the Grow with Google Digital Skills for Africa program. So it's really great to be here joining you this morning for this interesting session we have today. And I'm not just here alone today. I have by the live chat, and I see you guys already getting familiar with that interesting functionality there. I have by the live chat my friend and my moderator, my colleague as well, Chidi, is right there on the live chat to help out with your questions today or whatever it is you might need help with. So just go right there on the live chat. And I see some of you have been doing that already. A lot is happening right there on the live chat. So if you could still help me out, I would love to get to meet you guys. Also, Chidi would love to meet you guys. So just head over to the live chat. Tell us your name, where you're joining in from. And I mentioned initially, Tony here, joining you from Lagos, Nigeria. It's a chilled morning down here in Lagos. And you could also give us a weather situation report on how it is where you're joining in from. So let's make this very, very interactive and engaging. So it's an interesting session we have here today. And we're going to be on this particular one for 1 hour. After this, we have another coming up by 12:15. So you're still going to need to stick around because we still have another session right after this by 12:15 where we'll be walking you through how you can build your brand and sell online. So it's 2-in-1 packed today, and lots of value I will tell you about to unleash today. And also, I love it when the session is really interactive and also when we get to share and contribute. So if you've been selling online, you have that strategy you've been using, or anything that's been working for you when it comes to digital, please feel free to also contribute. And just so you know, I am going to be asking questions as we proceed. But to be clear, this is not an exam. It's not an essay. It's not as if Tony here is the teacher or the professor. No, we're just here to learn and make the most of this experience. So if I ask questions, feel free to contribute. I wouldn't call them answers right now. I would call them contributions. So any question you see right there, feel free to jump in and contribute. Would love to make this as engaging as and interesting as possible. And today's session is delivered right in partnership with Paylink. That's paylink.ng. And what's Paylink? Paylink is a secure and seamless digital commerce and payment solution. And what they do is they help individuals, micro, small, and medium enterprise, MSMEs, religious organizations, not-for-profit organizations, social media sellers, crowdfunders, event planner, freelancers, and many others. What do they help them to do? They help them to showcase their products and services and receive payment through multiple means. So on Paylink, you are able to get this customized link, which you can share with your payers or those who are buying from you through social media, WhatsApp, or anywhere. And also on Paylink, you could actually set up this store of yours. You could go on to have your online store right here on Paylink. And with that, you get to showcase your different products, showcase your offerings, and just that thing that makes you stand out. Also, you could add your logo to this, put your brand personality right there, and you just have your goods, your products out there for people to actually interact with and get to buy from you from any part of the world. Another beautiful offering from Paylink right here. You could also generate invoice. You're able to generate electronic invoice and send right out there to your customers. So very, very, very interesting platform, I would tell you, and offering a whole lot of value out there. And it's easy to get on with Paylink. So if you're trying to get on with Paylink, all you need to do is just head over to paylink.ng. I've also popped the link right there on the chat, paylink.ng, or look at the number right there on the chat, and you can as well just give them a call. And you're right there. Setting up is easy. In less than 3 minutes, you're done. So lots of value from this people we're partnering with today. This organization, Paylink, we're partnering with today, paylink.ng. The name is also the link. So paylink.ng, you're right there. You find them, get your products out there. And this functionality where you could actually generate that customized link where you send to people, they just click on it, and you're able to receive payments. Really amazing, isn't it? Yeah, so today's session is delivered in partnership with Paylink. And just introducing the agenda for today, this is what we'll be going through today. We'll be starting with an introduction to digital marketing. What is digital marketing? What's this? Yeah, I know you might have an understanding, a brief kind of like an overview of what digital marketing is, but for the sake of this, we'll need to break everything down to actually lead you to where we want to take you to. So after that, we are actually going to be heading over to discovering digital marketing channels. What are some of the channels available that you could actually leverage? What are some of the channels that you could actually use to market your products out there. So we'll be highlighting some of the key digital marketing channels available, explaining how you can actually get to use them, and we'll be wrapping up for this session with building a digital marketing plan. Of course, you need to have a plan. You do not hit lock online. I love saying this. You do not hit lock online. So while you're heading online, you need to have a strategy. And I see a lot of people joining in. Idris, I see you. Adeoye, I see you. Lawal, I see you. You're joining from Abuja. Aminu, good everyone. Usman, it's a lot happening right there on the chat. Ibrahim, you're joining from Kebbi. Good to have you all here, wherever you're joining from, whatever part of the world or the country you're joining in from. Faisayo from Ibadan, Chuka, you all are welcome. If you're still here to introduce yourself, please get on and help us right there on the chat. Do introduce yourself. And if you're having any issues, please feel free to refresh. So you might be having some issues with your connectivity. So let's dive right in. There's a lot packed for today, and let's unravel this. So starting on with an introduction to digital marketing. What's this? What's it all about? And we have a question right here for you. What opportunities might you get from being online? So what are some of the opportunities you think you could get from going online? I mean, just think, taking your business online. What are some of the things you think you could actually get from this? Could it be that you're getting more reach? Could it be that you're making more sales? You could drop them right there on the chat. Chidi is right there to engage with you. Just share with us what are some of the opportunities you think you might get from actually taking your business online. So these right there are some interesting statistics we've been noticing. We are not making this up. They actually start to get to see out there and from the data available. And we live in an increasingly mobile world. The world is, everything is mobile. I bet that almost a whole lot of you are actually joining from your mobile device, I would say. So right now, there are about over 774 million SIM connections in sub-Saharan Africa. It's a mobile world, and 91% of South Africans own mobile phones, with 80% in Kenya and Nigeria, respectively. 80% in Kenya and Nigeria, respectively. Also, some 65% of active mobile phone users in Nigeria have shopped online. 65% of active mobile phone users in Nigeria have actually shopped online. What's that telling you? People do not just have these mobile phones. They don't just have these smartphones. They're actually using it to shop online. So if you do not have that top-notch online presence, you do not have that online presence at all, or you are not optimizing your online presence, you are leaving a lot of money on the table, I would tell you. It's a mobile world. So people are actually shopping online. 65% of active mobile phone users in Nigeria have shopped online. It's time to get online, and not just get online. Even if you're online, it's time to do the right thing when you get online. And here we're saying that 80% of sales comes from this is another interesting stats. We're saying that 80% of sales come from 20% of the population for most brands. 80% of sales comes from 20% of the population for most brands. So about 20% of your population, when it comes to your target audience, would actually give you over 80% of your sales. So it's all about, this goes a long way to tell you that you have to know your audience, know your target audience, narrow your targeting down to those ideal target audience of yours. Businesses must find their ideal target audience and make sure you are reaching them with the right messages to actually drive what you want. It could be sales, it could be sign-ups or more. So here, when it comes to getting online, you're actually getting to reach more people globally, wherever they are. It's not just you getting online and you have the opportunity to reach people within your local area. You could actually go over and beyond. Also, you have PayLink right here. You could get to receive payment from anywhere in the world. So getting online gives you the opportunity to reach people globally. It's not just you, okay, my business is domiciled just in Lagos. You're online out there. You could actually get a call from someone down there in Europe someday and say, oh, I need to get this. So taking your business online gives you actually that global reach, I would say. And when it comes to taking your business online, you need to also get on to learn more about your customers. And there are lots of tools that would help you out with this. You have so many analytics tools right there, whether it's on your Facebook or on your Instagram. You could actually check out those insight tabs, see what's happening, how your customers are getting to find you. It also helps you identify your ideal audience. And do you know why we keep advising, check those insights out, know your data, follow those data, look at those insights? It's because when you know your customers, you actually know what they want. Okay, I know my customers are mainly on Facebook, or my customers are mostly on LinkedIn. Maybe I'm selling corporate shoes or corporate suits and the likes. my customers are mostly on LinkedIn. What's that telling you? It's time to take your business right there and maybe focus more on LinkedIn. So getting online, you get to learn more about your customers, and you get to gain more insights with social media analytics. Very accessible to everyone. So far, you have a social media page, whether it's a Facebook page, an Instagram page. You could actually go to the Insight tab, and you are getting this rich insight. You see, okay, my post resonates better with people, or people are engaging more with my post by 9 p.m. or by 3 p.m. It's time for you to, okay, maybe start posting more when it gets to 9 p.m. or 3 p.m. So when you gain the right insights, or you gain those insights on your customers and you have to understand them better, you actually know how to tweak your products or your offerings to actually meet them at their point of need, or be there at the right channels where you get to find them. So when it comes to building your audience profile, these are some of the things you'll need to check out. You need to ask yourself about your content. I mean, look at the content. How are they reacting to your messaging? Very important to look at this. You have content out there. How are they reacting to this? You've been putting out just text, text, text. Okay, on Twitter, you're all about text, text, text. And today you try out images, or today you just get, okay, let's try out videos today, or let's try out explainer videos. And you see the explainer videos getting lots of retweets on Facebook right there, getting lots of shares. People are engaging with it. What's that telling you? It's time for you to start making those explainer videos. And also when it comes to building your audience, you need to ask yourself, who are your audience? I mean, who are you actually reaching? Who are these people you are actually reaching? And you get to know more about this by actually checking your Insight tab. You see, okay, you've been reaching females from within the age of 25 to 40. You've been reaching male between the age of 45 to 50. It helps you better understand your audience, and it helps you also, when you know this, this is how I could tailor my message. Okay, my audience is mostly the older generation. They are not Gen Zs, they are not they are not millennials. I know, okay, they're actually older generation, maybe 50 and above. You know how to actually tweak your message and know. These people might not be there on Twitter or wherever. You might find them more on Facebook. Also, when it comes to conversion, you see the action they are taking. So whenever you hear about conversion, speaking about digital, it's you getting to know about the actions of that desired action you want people to actually take. And after that, you also get to see the traffic sources. Where are they coming from? Where are they finding you from? Imagine you have a website and there's a tool called Google Analytics. Installing it or connecting this, integrating this to your website is pretty much very easy. You integrate this to your website, you're actually seeing where your traffic is coming from. So I have an e-commerce store. I am selling beats, and I have that e-commerce store there. Analytics is connected right to it. I see I'm getting a whole lot of traffic from, let's say, South Africa. I look at my traffic, 100 from Nigeria today, 200 from South Africa today. What's that telling you? People from South Africa might be, maybe there's something you're having there in your messaging, or there's that bit, there's maybe something trending out there, and they're actually searching for this, finding you. It's telling you that, oh, you might need to start using maybe a payment solution like a platform like Paylink, so you can actually get payment from there around right there, and actually also get to partner with an international logistics firm, that so you could actually also send them orders right there. So it's very important to know this, the right content, know your audience, talk about your conversions, know actions people are actually taking when they get to your platform, and also monitor the traffic source, where they are coming from. Also, getting online would help you with communication and support when it comes to customer service. I say this a lot, it complements your customer service efforts. So you have big brands, let's say you have, okay, you're trying to learn more about Paylink today, and after the session, you've been trying to get on with this, or you're trying to get more insights on how this particular product of Paylink actually works. Chances are high you might want to call them, or if you're not comfortable calling them, you might want to head to their social media platform, or head to Paylink's Twitter platform, and just ask them, hey, Paylink, how do I go about this? How do I go about this? And they're right there to help, very responsive, just replying to you right there on the chat, or retweeting, getting chatting right there with you, telling you to send a DM, and it's happening. So getting online complements your customer service effort. Not everyone would want to call you, not everyone would want to check out your social media platforms, or sorry, well, not everyone would want to check out your website. Some of them might feel comfortable, oh, let me just head over to their Twitter and make this complaint. I do this most of the time, so always good to have multiple channels and find multiple ways to communicate and support your customers. So right here on social, getting online, it gives you more opportunities to actually communicate and support your customers. Communication and support when it comes to selling, buying and selling is key. Customers might find it difficult to do so, buy this from you, and they're trying to get on with how to use it. They'll just need you to tell them, okay, do this, do that. And if they don't find that help they need while they're looking for it, or you delay, it's going to leave a bad taste, and you do not want that. You always want to leave a good taste right there for your customers. So I'm going to be pausing right here for questions. We are going to be taking pauses at the end of each section, and I'm going to be looking out right there to see if there are any questions for me. I think Chidi is doing a great job right there on the chat already. So if there are any questions, please feel free, leave them right there on the chat, and my moderator Chidi is going to be taking note of some of these questions and actually dropping them right here for me. Also, some representatives of PayLink are actually here on the chat as well. So if you have questions for the PayLink team, you can actually get on to the chat and drop those questions right there. So I see a question from Saminu. Saminu is asking how we can advertise his products. How can I advertise my product? That's a good question right there, Saminu. You can advertise your product in various ways, of course. When you head on to social media, whether you're using Instagram, it depends on the platform you're actually trying to use, Saminu. When you head on to a platform like Facebook or Instagram, on Instagram right there is the promote link, and I think it's very much easier right now. You click on promote, it takes you to, you get to choose your audience, where you want your adverts to show up, and at the end of that, you just add your payment method. That's your card, your debit or credit card, and your ad is right there. Same on Facebook as well. You click on boost. I think that's the easiest process. But still, Saminu, one way you could actually go about this, YouTube is right there to help you. I mean, I call this University of YouTube. So whenever I'm trying to get on with something, I actually learn a new skill or get on with a new thing I'm trying to do, whenever it's digital or whatever, even if it's a new skill entirely, you could actually go on YouTube, find various videos, helpful videos, see how most of the creators right there would walk you through the process from here to here to here. And it's a visual platform, so you get to see how they're doing it. So I believe that will help you, Saminu, and that's a good question you have right there. Thank you for that. Just going to look out to see if I have some other questions right here. And yes, there's a question, is if there's a certificate for this course. Of course, we are going to be sharing a link with you. We have an online portal, and there's a full course on this actually, which is free. So if you take that course, you are getting certified by Google and on fundamentals of digital marketing. And there's a lot you get to learn from that. So I think that's a very, very strong certification, I would tell you. So towards the end of the session, my moderator Chidi is going to be sharing the link right there on the chat. So stay tuned. There's a certification. If you go on to take the full online course, which is free, you take it at your own pace. It's not like you start and you must finish today or you must finish within 2 weeks. You learn at your own pace, and at the end of it, you take a very simple exam, and after that, you get certified. So that's it right there. I'll be coming back. I still have some other courses to take, and I'll be coming back to address the questions you have. A lot is happening right there on the chat, and it's really engaging. Let's maintain this energy and keep it going. So moving right on to the next one, we're going to be exploring some digital marketing channels. What are the digital marketing channels available? I mean, it's not just all about this one or this one or this one. You might be using just one. You could use a mix of some of these different platforms available, and we'll be doing well to walk you through best practices on how to get on with these digital marketing channels. So here are the key digital channels to consider for digital marketing. The key digital channels to consider for digital marketing. You might be hearing of this one, SEO. So it's search engine optimization. We have search engine marketing. We have social media marketing. All your Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, they are all in this singular one, social media marketing. Then we have display marketing. We have email marketing, and there is content marketing. So if you've been thinking, oh, it ends on social media, I'm here to tell you, no, it doesn't just end on social media. There are various other channels you could actually consider and use for digital marketing. And the thing is, these are actually easy. They are easy to get on with. People always have that mindset, oh, it's really difficult. I'll need that expert to help me out with this. No, by the end of today, and also if you go on to take the full course, you become that expert. And if you keep learning more, you get more better at this. And you're improving yourself, you're in turn improving your business, I'll tell you. So diving onto this, explaining what search engine optimization is. So it's all about optimizing your website so it shows up more often on search results. So Google search is right there. You go on Google, you search, websites are showing up, right? And those websites, they are, I would say they are in good compliance with some of Google's policies. That's the reason why they are showing up. You might go on today, you open your website, and after 1 month, 2 months, 5 years, you're not showing up there. It's because you're not doing the right thing when it comes to SEO, and we'll still be sharing some tips on how you can better optimize your website as we progress with this session. But just so you know, SEO, search engine optimization, is all about you optimizing your website, making sure it's in compliance with some of those Google's policies. It's like relevance. Whatever you're putting out, Google is prioritizing on relevance. So whatever you're putting out, that content you are putting out has to be relevant. You ask yourself, getting onto Google, you're searching for buy cake near me or do this, and you're not finding anything relevant. How are you going to feel about Google? So Google is really, really prioritizing on relevance. So they are only going to show up websites that are putting out relevant content, relevant, helpful, and valuable content out there. So that's that with search engine optimization. And when it comes to search engine marketing, you are now actually paying. I would say this is Google search ad. I'll just start with that. You are now actually paying Google. Okay, Google, take $10. Show my website when show this website of mine on this page whenever someone is searching for buy cake, or whenever someone is searching for cakes in Kebbi or cakes in Nasarawa. Google is going to do that, but also the products and the messaging has to be really, really relevant. Because you are actually paying Google this time around doesn't mean they're going to show up anything you put out there. Your advert is also going to go through an approval process. So if it's not in compliance with their policies, it's not going to get approved. And Google Ads is something easy to get on with as well. Very easy as ABC. People think, oh, it's kind of difficult and complicated. No, it's very easy to get on with. And if you ever need help with getting on with Google Ads, there are free Google Ad courses to help you. So maybe you search for Skillshop, just search for Skillshop Google Ad courses. You'll find lots of Google Ad courses there. And within 1-2 hours, you're done with them. You know how to get on creating these interesting ads and showing up right there when people are searching for you. We have social media right there, social media marketing, all about you using social networks to gain traffic, gain attention, and reach new people. So right now, you are using social media, your Instagram, Facebook, it could be Twitter, it could be TikTok, of course, yeah. So you're using that, or LinkedIn, yeah, you're using that to actually put your product out there, have that presence, reach more people, whether you're advertising or doing it organically, you're reaching more people, making those sales. So it's still one form of one key channel when it comes to digital marketing. We have another key channel right here, which is called display marketing. So when it comes to display marketing, it's all the adverts you've been seeing right there on websites. You go to punch.com, you go to this website, this other website, Bella Niger, or whatever website, you're finding adverts there, right? Banners and the likes. It's all happening under the Google Display Network. Also, you are trying to watch that video on YouTube and you're seeing something, one video just show up. Maybe it could be a bumper ad. Within 5 minutes, it's gone. Or sorry, within 5 seconds, it's gone. Or you have the opportunity to skip after 6 seconds. That's actually an advert and it's still displayed. All this you can do through Google. Search engine marketing, display, both are under the Google network. So when it comes to Google advertising, you have the opportunity to appear on search, that's on Google search, one form of Google advertising, that's the Google on the Google search network, and there's another form of Google advertising on the display network. There are two different just two different, I would say, platforms under one umbrella, one parent advertising platform, which is Google. So you have the Google search, you have display, all under Google advertising. So it's very important to know this while you are getting on with advertising on Google. If you want to be appearing on search, or you want to be appearing right there on websites and the like, so it's left for you to decide and know which one suits you. But while deciding, I'm just going to say this because if you're getting on with this, it's good to know. Display is for awareness. You're trying to create awareness. It's good to know this. I say know this and know peace. Display is mainly for awareness, putting it out there. But search engine marketing, that's you now advertising on Google search. People are searching and they're finding that it's actually display is for awareness. Search engine marketing is actually for sales. You're actually attracting those who are searching for what you're offering already. That's that. And we have email marketing, which is just about you collecting and using email addresses to communicate with users. People say email marketing is gone, it's done for. It's still getting a whole lot of results. I'll tell you. It's very important to have a list. If social media is not there, what are you going to follow on communicating or building that relationship with your customers? You need to get those email addresses and make sure you are asking them for it. Do not just go and buy leads because you've heard email marketing is still working. You say, who is going to sell 10,000 email? No, make sure you're actually collecting these email addresses from those who are actually buying from you. Or maybe you have something right there you are giving out for free on your website. You have a free ebook or free consultation, and people are leaving their email address right there. You can use that to communicate with them. Of course, you must seek for permission before doing this. And when it comes to content marketing, content marketing, it's a whole new different channel when it comes to digital marketing. Content marketing, it's all about creating and sharing different kind of content, whether it's blog posts, videos, guides, and infographics. You are doing this to attract attention and drive traffic. Sharing the right content is king. It's the king, I'll tell you. You could Google this and also find it. Content is king because everything you're putting out there, it's content. And let me tell you today, if your content is not helpful, it's not addressing key questions your customers are asking, customers really want to know what this your product is all about. You have that new product out there. I mean, they don't know what it's all about. Maybe it's something edible. They don't know the ingredients you used in making it, the quantity you added. There are so many questions customers will want to find out. Are you addressing that with your content? Are you producing? Are you actually putting out helpful content? Are you showing behind the scenes and the likes? Content marketing is very, very important. You are doing all this so you can attract them. They keep seeing your content. Of course, if you've been on social media, you'll know sometimes people follow you and they check your page out. Maybe they are there on your page for months, seeing your content, liking it. It could take some time before they're like, wow, I really love the content Miss A is putting out on her page right here. It's time to buy from her. So content marketing is key. Email marketing, display marketing, social media marketing, search engine marketing, and search engine optimization. Those are all key channels to help you. And we're not just going to leave it there. We are going to be expanding on some of these and getting started with search engine marketing, which is actually you advertising on Google search. This is what it looks like when we're trying to just break this down so you understand. Right there on top, what you have is the search query. So someone right here is searching for best compact cameras for travel. Maybe the person was like me, because at some point I went on a trip to this very nice place and my camera wasn't good. My phone camera wasn't good. People were taking pictures. Some of them would come and meet me. Hey, Tony, let me use your phone. Let me snap you. I'll be like, no, because my camera is not actually good. And after that trip, I said, this is ending today. I have to get a nice camera. So if you're someone like me, you head over and you key in this search, as you're seeing right there on the slide, best compact cameras for travel. That's what I need. You're likely going to find this. And what you're seeing on the top right there, just so you know, those are shopping ads. You're seeing those shopping ads right there. You can actually create this right from Google Ads. You're seeing the price. You're seeing clicking on it, you can actually get onto the site and make that purchase right on there. After that, you are also seeing text ads. That's the one you find below. And by that text ad by the left, you're going to see a tiny box there, tiny box on green. You'll find AD there. That's to show you that that's an advert. That person is actually now paying for me to see those compact cameras as well as also the shopping ads. Those who are actually putting it out there are also paying. So the shopping ads and the text ad below, those are adverts. Then below that, the one on green, you find that's organic search listing. These ones are not paying. They've actually earned it. Their site is in compliance with what Google wants, what the search engine wants, and Google is bringing them up right there. So it's left for you to choose. People actually ask, should I just rely on organic? Should I advertise? I would always say, why not do both? Even if you are on organic, it's always good to have both. So why not a mix of both? Why not both? I'll tell you. And also, this is the search query right on top, just so we are clear. The search query is right there. Paid text by the left. Those you are seeing the shopping ad and the shop text ad and the organic below. Just so you're clear, whatever term you are keying in right there, that's the search query. And when it comes to getting started with search engine optimization, if you have a website and you're trying to, get in compliance with some of Google's best practices, here are some ways you could actually get started and help your site to actually rank and show up right there when you're searched for without actually paying. One is that you could want to sign up for something called Google Search Console. Please, Chidi, if you could help pop the link to Google Search Console right there on the chat. So when you submit your content to Google Search Console, this is a webmaster tool by Google, and it helps you see how your site is being indexed. This is how your site is being indexed. By index, the robot is going to index your site. So after indexing, then that's the way you get to rank. So it helps you see how your site is being indexed. If you have someone who's managing your website for you, you would want to tell that person, make sure they submit your site for Google Search Console. And it's also going to be sending you alerts on critical issues. I love this one. There's an issue with this URL right on your page, this page right on your website, there's an issue with it. Google will send you an alert. Hey, Kemi, there's an issue on this kemi.com/this/that. Please get that resolved. You resolve it, you go back, you tell Search Console it's been resolved. So that's what Search Console is there to help you do, monitor how you are doing on search, and also send you alerts on critical issues. Also, there's there's sitemap right there. You would want to tell that web developer of yours, or if you are the one doing this for yourself, to submit for a sitemap. It helps what's going to crawl, because when it comes to Google search, the robot is actually going to get into your site and crawl, and this is happening in milliseconds. While you are doing that search and clicking on go or clicking on enter or whatever, it takes less than a second for the result to show up, but the robot has actually crawled millions of websites, I'll tell you, or even billions, I would say, to actually find the right information for you. And one thing that is going to help that robot crawling is if you have a sitemap. Sitemap is right there showing showing those different pages you have right there. It's like a map showing those different pages you have right there on your website. So it might sound a bit technical, but you could want to tell your web developer, if they haven't done this, to actually get on to do this for you. It's really going to help Google find your content. And also, you yourself, you'd want to help Google and your users understand your content. Of course, the robot is right there. The robot is not going to come and knock on your door and say, Baba Wale, what is this? Tell me about this on your site. No, the robot doesn't have that time. So you yourself would want to help Google to help you. And one way you could do that is by creating unique, accurate page titles. Those titles you have on your page, make sure they are accurate and make sure they are properly tagged. Also, create good titles and snippets. You're actually giving a title to this blog article you are putting out there. Do not come and write a blog article like the title is When Baba Wale Bought From Me, This Is What Baba Wale Got. I mean, what kind of a title is that? It's so confusing, I would say. So you'd want to have articles that are direct and also include some keywords. Also, you'd want to use heading tags and make sure you're emphasizing important text. You'd also want to get on with your web developer to make sure they're doing this. All headings, make sure they're properly tagged, and you're also emphasizing on very, very important tags. So doing all this would help you get started with SEO. And we also have some more tips for you right here. Make sure you take note of these tips. Run keyword research, because you need to know what people are finding you with. And you thinking, you've been in this business for 10 years, 20 years. Yeah, you know your craft, you know what you're actually doing, but you might not know all the terms people would use to find you. And you think, yeah, I know everything they would use. This is what they will search for and find me. It might shock you, as we say these days, it will shock you when you go on and you find out that these are actually the terms people are actually using to find you. So it's always good to run a keyword research. And there's a keyword research tool on Google Ads. So when you go on to ads.google.com, ads.google.com, you sign up. You don't necessarily need to create an ad now. You go to, there's a place where you'd find tools. You click on those tools, you'd find a keyword planner right there. You click on that, enter keywords. Maybe you're a cake maker, you say cakes in Abuja, just put in there. It's going to give you more suggestions on keywords. And with those extra suggestions, you are going right there to include them while you are actually drafting your article, or put them right there on your site. You could come back to all this. I mean, this you could still access this session right with this link after the session is done. So if there's still something, okay, you think you've missed this, you've not actually missed this, you could still access this session right after it's done with the same link you actually used to join. So it's still right here for you. And moving on, when it still comes to search engine optimization tips, you would want to publish useful and high quality content. So I'll tell you, Google's mission is to organize the world information and make it universally accessible and useful. So a brand that is trying to organize the world information and make it universally accessible and useful, don't you think they'll be prioritizing on high quality content and making sure they are actually putting out what is useful, or making it sure? This is what they're prioritizing on, right? So you should also help yourself by publishing useful content and high quality content. So the search engine robot is going to pick it up. Wow, this is so much quality. Put it right there on top. Help Google to help you publish useful, high quality content, and make your web pages search friendly. Make it search friendly. I mean, your load time. These are some things you might want to check out. Go on your site. If you have a website, check how many seconds it's taking to load. If it's taking 10 seconds, 20 seconds to load, who has time to wait for that? I mean, it's going to be affecting how you rank also. and how mobile friendly your site is. These are things you want to check out. There's a Google Webmaster tool. I think that's g.co/testmysite, g.co/testmysite. With that, you get to find out how your website is doing when it comes to being mobile friendly. Is it mobile friendly? And every beautiful thing, one beautiful thing about this Google Webmaster tools, it's going to tell you, give you recommendation. Oh, your website is not really mobile friendly. You'd have to sort it out this way, this way. So if you ever want to find out if your website is mobile friendly, go to g.co/testmysite. Google has got you covered. So that's it right there for search engine optimization. And one other way to get your messaging out there or to have that online presence is to get started or get visible with Google My Business. Has anyone heard of this Google My Business? Is there anyone using it right here? What's Google My Business? What's Google My Business? Has anyone heard of this Google My Business? This is the first time you're hearing of this. It's actually a very, very great tool, and I'll be telling you more on this. But just trying to find out if there's anyone using this, and if there's something you've been getting out of this, you could also go on to let us know right there on the chat. It's a very great tool, I'll tell you. I see, okay, Sunny Bello says he's using Google My Business. So you could go on and share your experience with us, Sunny Bello, while I jump right in and explain what Google My Business actually is. So Google My Business is this free tool by Google that helps you manage how you appear on search and on map. You would want to appear on Google search, right? You want to appear on Google search, and you also want to appear on Google Map. Google My Business is the tool you should get on with, and it's very as easy as ABC. It's very easy to get on with. With Google My Business, you can share business updates, upcoming events you have, share deals, specials and coupons. You can actually go on to also respond to reviews. And getting started with Google My Business is very, very easy. It's as easy as going to business.google.com. Go to business.google.com, business.google.com. So when you get to that, and it's going to just guide you in less than 5 minutes, you're done. It's asking you your business name, your address, your phone number, do you want a website? And let me tell you the icing on the cake. You guys want to hear this? The icing on the cake right here, getting on Google My Business, is that you also get to have a free website right there. A free one-page website. You don't need any coding skills. You don't need to say, web developer, do this for me. With the information, photos, and everything you're putting right there, Google is going to design that simple one-page website for you. So it's simply amazing, I would say. And you are now appearing on map and on search when people are actually searching for you and what you are offering. Very interesting tool right there. So getting on with Google My Business, it's business.google.com. And one pro tip, as with any Google tool, whatever Google tool you are trying to get on with, just put the name of the tool, then add.google.com. If it's Google My Business, it's business.google.com. If it's Google Calendar, it's calendar.google.com. Meet, Google Meet, meet.google.com. So that's it right there. Any Google tool you are trying to get on with, Google meet.google.com. That's it right there. Some might be like this interesting tool I'm about to introduce you to, which is free marketing kit for Google My Business. So what this does for you is that you've gone on to create that Google My Business page. What free marketing kit is going to do for you is that you'll be having reviews there. And some of you might also want to do this. Search for cakes near me, shoes near me, restaurants near me. What you'd find on top right there are businesses that are actually listed on Google My Business. You'll find their opening hours, reviews, and the likes. So while you get onto Google My Business, you could actually also be receiving these reviews. And if you might not want, I know you want people to know that you are getting reviews, right? You don't need to go about taking screenshots and cropping and that. No. Marketing kit from Google is what you just get on with. That's by getting started with that. You go to marketingkit.google.com, and what it does for you is that it's going to connect with your Google My Business and bring out those information you have there, whether it's reviews, put them into nice stickers and posters for you, and you're able to download them, share on your social media, share on WhatsApp. Oh, you got this nice review. Go on marketingkit.google.com. Look for that review right there, download it. The review is on Google My Business, you understand? And Google Marketing Kit is working hand in hand with Google My Business. Marketing Kit is just right there to help you download some of these stickers, posters from information you have right there on Google My Business. So you're able to share them on your social pages and the likes. So that's it right there. Beautiful tools we've been sharing. If you're finding this session really interactive or you are insightful as well and you're loving it here, go on the chat and yeah, thank you, Google. Thank you, Paylink. Would love to hear that. So if you're finding this, you're learning something today, head on. You could also tell us what you've learned so far. Head on right there to the chat and yeah, thank you, Google. Thank you, Paylink, for actually putting this together. And let's get going right here. Analyzing and differentiating search engine optimization from search engine marketing. You know, both are actually happening right there on Google. One, you are paying for it. The other, you are not paying for it. So that's the basic difference I will tell you. So on search engine optimization, you are optimizing your site. You are doing everything so your site will be in best practice to appear right there on Google, all for free. But when you are now doing search engine marketing, you are having to pay. And let me tell you, with SEO, search engine optimization, it takes time. You don't just get on Google and start appearing on the first page right away. No, it doesn't happen. So you'd want to give it time. But with search engine marketing, you have that website done for you today or tomorrow. That same tomorrow, you could actually get on with it and start advertising. But just so you know, because you're getting on with it to advertise, doesn't mean that the message you're putting out there doesn't have to be relevant as well. It also has to be relevant. Whether it's SEO, search engine optimization, or search engine marketing, you must be putting out very relevant and helpful information. Also, when it comes to getting started with search engine marketing, it's very easy to create a Google campaign, to have a Google ad account. It's as easy as ABC. Do not go about having any mindset, carrying the mindset that getting on with digital is easy. It's very easy. For me, getting on with digital, to be honest with you, this is a bit of a confession. I never studied anything related to digital. I actually studied economics in school, but coming out and there are so many free tools to help you out. You have YouTube right there where you could watch from. So it's all about the mindset, saying that this is easy to get on with. And you just go about it, go on YouTube, find resources, attend trainings like this as Paylink and Google are organizing, learn more, and you go about, try, and you see it's happening. So it's very easy to get on with Google Ad, and it starts by you logging into your Google Ad account, or if you do not have one, you sign up. It's as easy as going to, remember the tip I gave you, any Google product, just add it then .google.com. So with this one right now, it's going to be ads.google.com. So you go to ads.google.com, and if you do not have an account, you sign up. If you have an account, you log in, select the campaign you want. It's going to guide you. You select your goal. If your goal is to make sales, choose it. If your goal is to get you want to get phone calls and the likes, choose it. Choose whatever you want right there. Pick the right keywords. And before you do this is why I said you might want to run that keyword research. Remember these two right here, even before getting on to creating the ad, going into ads.google.com, signing in, you'd see that there's a tool right here, especially if you do this on your laptop. You see there's tools. There are tools right there on the top. You click on that icon, tools, and you find a keyword planner that would help you. You just put in, it's going to help you find the right keywords. You just put in something related to your business, cakes in Lagos, cakes in Abuja, cakes in Nasarawa, and it's going to help you with more keywords. So you make sure after you've done all this, make sure the keywords are actually aligning with your business. I wouldn't want to be I'm a cake maker right here in Lagos, and even adding cakes in Nairobi, cakes in Abuja, cakes in Kenya and the like. So you always make sure the keywords are aligning with your business and the goals you are actually trying to achieve. And also on Google Ads, there's something we call match types, because Google is going to be showing your advert when people search for this thing. So there are different match types when it comes to Google advertising. There's broad match, there's phrase match, and there's exact match. By broad match, we mean, okay, someone's searching for, you leave it in a broad way. By broad match, you are going to see that there while you're advertising. Broad match will mean, okay, that keyword cakes. What are the similarities? Cakes, the synonyms and the like. Someone searching for pastries might also be looking for cake. So that's like broad match. It's going to leave it very, very broad. So if someone is searching for pastries, Google might also show up your ad. If it's phrase match, let me say cakes in Abuja, you now put it, that's a phrase match. It must show up when that advert will show up only when that phrase is right there. So maybe someone's searching for buy best cakes in Abuja. That cakes in Abuja is there already. Your ad must show up. If cakes in Abuja is not there, that phrase is not there on the search query, it's not going to show up. Then when it comes to exact matching is going to show that only when someone is searching for that exact thing. Let me say the only thing I want to show up for is buy cake in Lagos. And that I choose that as an exact match keyword when I'm running my Google ad. I'm only going to show up when someone is searching for buy cake in Lagos. If they search for buy cake in Lagos today, I won't show up. It's only going to show up when they're searching for that exact keyword, buy cake in Lagos. So you might want to leave it broad, phrase, use the exact match. It's left for you to decide. And you might want to learn more about Google Ads, or just get on with go to Skillshop, or just Google Skillshop, Google Ads. You'll find more on this. And it's easy to get on with. It's not difficult. So hearing about it for the first time, it might be like, oh, but it's easy as ABC. I'll tell you. Always refine your keywords with negative keywords. So on Google also, I do not want to show up when people are searching for price, or when people are searching for pictures. Maybe people are searching for cake pictures. It might be that that person is not ready to buy. So I have that word pictures right there as a negative keyword to anyone that add that word picture. If you add that word picture on your search, I'm not going to show up. So you can do this, add negative keywords, and when someone searches with that, you don't show up. Google Ads is very powerful and super effective, I'll tell you. And also, you'd want to write compelling ads. So make sure you have compelling copies. Make sure the messaging is right. You know, it's you just have about 3 sentences right there. So make sure you're highlighting that which is very unique about your business. And also, here are some more search engine marketing tips. Optimize your keyword list. Make sure you are changing this. You could be adding more negative keywords. You see people finding you with pictures. They are not buying. You add picture as a negative keyword. Make sure you're always optimizing your keyword list, adding new ones, adding more negative keywords. You need to boost your ads with ad extensions. By extension, you mean you see that Google ad right there. You could actually see something below it, like your phone number showing. And when they click on it, they call you immediately. Or site link extensions showing different pages on your website. You're making cakes, the ad is right there, but below it, there's a link to your wedding cake, children cake, and the likes. So you could boost with ad extensions and connect to your analytics account. Analytics is all about giving you reports on what's happening, how people are engaging with your website and the like. So with that, you're able to make informed decisions. And when it comes to growing your business with social media, most of us are really familiar with this. Helps you generate more sales, add value to your brand. Of course, being right there on social media adds value to your brand. People are seeing what your brand is all about, the personality behind your brand. And also, if there's a business you actually like, and you maybe a business within your area, you can't find them on social media. You're like, they don't even have levels. They're not on social media. So being on social media adds a lot of value to your brand, and it also helps you improve your marketing. You get to reach more people. You are able to connect with your customers. You're able to gain insights and understand them better. These are some of the benefits you get when you go on right there to social media. And on social media, there's paid and there's organic. Whenever you see organic, no, it's free. You just go onto Facebook. You have that free presence right there. You go on to Facebook, you still want to advertise, you have to pay. So that's the difference, paid and organic. You can have that free page right there. But whenever you want to reach more people, you are now actually paying to advertise. And getting started with social media is very easy. You need to first identify your target audience. As with anything when it comes to marketing, you need to know your audience, because when you know your audience, you now know this is where I can meet them. You know your audience are actually just selling corporate shoes. They actually say, okay, I want my audience as CEOs and they have a 9 to 5, they are very busy. Where can you find them? You can find them on a platform like LinkedIn. So understanding your audience would help you choose the right channels. You're an event planner, you make weddings, maybe mostly weddings, that's what you help plan. And your target audience might be on platforms like social media. So it's always good to identify your target audience and the right channels to find them. An event planner, you might want to be on Instagram. It's really visual. And make sure you are posting and engaging regularly with your customers. Post videos, blog articles, and the like. Make sure you're always posting and responding. And here are some more social media tips. Set a goal for yourself so you can keep yourself in check. Understand your audience. Look at those inside tab. Consistency is key. Make sure you're always posting. And don't go around looking, oh, I don't have likes when I post. Do not look at the likes while you're starting out, or those are vanity metrics. We would say sometimes. Always post consistently and make sure those are actually valuable posts you're making right there. Last one right here, getting on with content marketing. Of course, it's all about videos, whatever content you're putting out there. Videos, blogs, case studies, and the likes. And when it comes to content marketing, you would also want to post case studies. I see a lot of people, they take screenshots and they just post, this is the review, take screenshots on WhatsApp. You might want to document that. This is the problem the person was having. This is what the business is all about. They had this problem. And after using our product, this is the result. So you want to make case studies and also guides. So contents like this would help you out, videos, blogs, case studies, and guides. Also, when it comes to getting started with content marketing, you'd want to build that complete audience profile. Of course, build that persona. And everyone, I would love you to Google this after this session. Google what an audience persona is. Audience, persona. When you Google this, you'll find out how to actually create your own. It's going to show you what an ideal customer is. Also, you map out your user journey, identify different steps. How are the ways people are actually finding you? And also you see how to use content to generate business. Of course, that's what you want. Make sure you are leaving a call to action. Don't just make that video or post that content. Make sure you are leaving a call to action, telling them, this is the action I want you to take. Buy now, call today. Always make sure you are sharing this content everywhere and you're including a call to action. Pro tips for content marketing: use content to facilitate the sales process. Use storytelling to engage with your audience. Make sure if you can tell good stories, make sure you're using that. Distribute the content to maximize reach. What's the essence of having content without sharing them? Make sure you're always posting them. And do not get shy. If you're making a video, videos are the in thing now. You'd want to make more videos, show your face, and do not get shy. Do not post make those videos and leave on your phone. Make sure you're sharing them. Measure. If it can be measured, it can be improved. So make sure you are measuring so you can optimize. And it's very important to communicate with email marketing. I think this is the last one when it comes to the channels. Make sure you're actually asking them for those emails. You use emails to collect feedback, get their email addresses, and it helps you to keep your audience engaged. You're actually sending them new products when you're going on a break, you're communicating with them. With email marketing, you are taking your communication to the next level. And it's easy to get on. Platforms like MailChimp would actually help you out with this. MailChimp is right here to help you out. You could also go on to YouTube, learn more about it and how to proceed. Make sure you're building relevant lists and make sure you're actually creating value while you're sending out those emails. You wouldn't want to come out and just put out those emails out there. Make sure it's really valuable. If it's not valuable, I open your email today. It's something I don't like. Tomorrow, I'm never going to open it. Build that list. Make sure you have different lists. People who have been buying for you for 5 years could be on a different list. Looking at the pro tips here, you're still here. Make sure you're segmenting and building those lists differently. Someone who bought from you today, or people who have been buying from you from the beginning of 2021, would actually be on a different list. And people who have been buying from you for 5 years might be on a different list. For those who have been buying from you for 5 years, you might come up and say, yeah, you are going to be giving them 10% discount for this month or for Black Friday. It's not for you to play around it the way you want. Always keep it simple and make sure you are measuring the open and click rates. If it can be measured, it can be improved. You're sending out those emails and you're saying people are not actually opening it. They are not opening it at all. What's it telling you? You need to work on your title, the subject, get better subject lines so people would actually open them. Pausing right on for questions. I'm going to proceed. I see Chidi has been doing right well with some of your questions right there. And I'm going to be proceeding. So at the end of this, I'm still going to be here. Remember, the next one is starting by 12:15. So I'm still going to be here to be taking some of your questions. So we're right here. Let's dive right in. And a lot is happening right there on the chat. Is really engaging. Thank you to everyone posting right there. And Chidi doing a great job. So wrapping this particular session up with building a digital marketing plan. How do you go about building that top-notch digital marketing plan? Of course, you need to have a plan. Imagine watching a movie and everything is going down the drain. Your favorite character there, nothing is happening, and you just hear, "I have a plan." You sit up, because with a plan, there's actually a roadmap. So it's right there. You have 6 steps when it comes to building your digital marketing plan. I'll be walking you through every single one of these. First one, getting your business goal, analyzing your budget and resource, knowing your audience, deciding what channels to be on, to use, planning your activity, and setting smart KPIs. How is it going to feel if we leave it right here? Just mention this and leave it. No, we have you covered. We are going to be expanding on all this. And put yourself right in the shoes of this person we have right here, this character, who is Monday. So Monday is a hairdresser, and her business goals is to do what? Get more customers through her door, both past and new customers. And she wants to make people in her area know that her business does exist. So this is step 1. Monday is actually setting our goals and objectives. So you'd want to be taking note of every single one of these steps, because you too, you might be going about creating your digital marketing or that strategy or that plan of yours right now. So let's get going. Monday's goal: to get customers through our door, both past and new, and make people in our area know she exists. it's very good to make sure your business goal is aligning with your online objective. Now, there are different online objectives. So when it comes to business goal, a business goal is something like to make more people aware you exist. Now, you could do that with different channels. You could go to a newspaper and post an ad there, or go to the TV, leave your commercials there. That's your business goal in general. But when it comes to taking this online, you must make sure it's matching with an online objective, which is like to increase online reach and awareness. If you're trying to sell more product, of course, you want more people to get to your website. So if your business goal is to sell more products, it must align with a website, an online objective of increasing website sales. And here are examples of some online objectives: increase traffic to websites, increase online sales, increase your page followers. Many people do like this. And also increase online reach and awareness. So that's that for the first step. Step 2, know your budget and resources. Now you need to ask yourself what's possible. Look at Monday. Monday is saying she doesn't have the resources to get a website. So what can Monday do? No resources to get a website. Be as honest as possible. Don't get to this part and say, yeah, I can get a website. If you do not have the resources, tick that, write it out that you do not have. Step 3, Monday is defining her audience. Okay, Monday has done the good job right here. She's targeting females in her local areas. Mostly, they are about females above 30 years, and they normally have children and work part-time. Now, while defining our audience, Monday highlighted most of them on Facebook. See what I tell you? When you know your audience, you actually know the right channels to be on. Monday has said most of our audience, they are right there on Facebook. Let's get going. Define the audience in step 3 and you proceed. When you get to step 4, also another tip, you need to make sure that the online objective you have is matching with the right marketing channels. These different marketing channels have different objectives. And just so you know, platforms like social media, display, using content marketing, it's all about reach and awareness. But we'll notice people head there and they just want to make sales. When it comes to increasing your website, Google's search engine optimization, search engine marketing, you know you're reaching people who are looking for this thing already. We call this a pull marketing channel. You are actually reaching those who are interested in what you are offering. So you use this to generate more sales. Email marketing is there. If your online objective is to get traffic to your website, it's still that search engine optimization, search engine marketing, advertising on Google, because you're also going to be reaching people who are looking for what you're offering. When it comes to increasing customer loyalty, building that relationship with your customers, you still find social media there, email marketing, content marketing. These are platforms you use to build relationship. Nobody signed up on social media to go and be buying goods, I'll tell you. They're right there to socialize. So you should know that social media is a channel for awareness and just building loyalty. Sales could come from there, yes. But if you want to get more sales, you know it's actually search engine optimization and search engine marketing that you should be focusing on. Also, it's stated right here that you'd have to choose a channel based on your target audience and goals. So you know your audience, you know your business, your objectives, then you know the right channel to choose. Remember Monday who has mentioned that our audience are actually on Facebook. She's trying to increase our reach. Would say the right channels she'll be using. So after that, you head to step 5, where you now plan everything together and bring it all together. So putting it all together right here, Monday is saying, bringing it all together, my online objective are to reach more people in my local area and get more returning customers. I do not have a website yet, that is too much of an investment. How could digital help me? Now, Monday is going to go on. She can list her business right there and get a free website on Google My Business. Remember, you can get a free website on Google My Business. So you remember Monday I said she cannot afford to get a website, but now Google My Business has got her covered. She could go on Facebook, have a page, because most of our customers are right there, post pictures, and she could use Facebook ads to reach people in our local area. Remember, she's trying to reach people in our local area. And when it comes to measurement, you have to measure. Know this, if it can be measured, it can be improved. You must measure. And while measuring, you would want to set SMART KPIs, key performance indicators. SMART by SMART would mean specific, measurable, attainable, relevant, and time-bound. It has to be a SMART objective, I'll tell you. So an objective like to increase online sales by 20% within 3 months. If in the next 3 months you've not increased online sales by 20%, then you know you did not achieve this. So your goal has to be something like this. It has to be in this form. Increase online sales, or your SMART KPI has to be in this form. Increase online sales by 20% within the next 3 months. It's time bound by 3 months. it's measurable 20%. It's something that's actually achievable. It's relevant to you, and it's spot on and specific. So this is what the plan should look like. The business goal is right there. Monday's business goal, which is to reach more people in our local area. The audience is right there. 35 to 39 to 45 local area past customers. The channel SEO, she wants to use that. Then Facebook marketing. Remember, she's using Google My Business, so that also works with local SEO because people are finding you when they're searching. Activity, she went on to plan the whole thing together. She's going to have a website through Google My Business and use Facebook to advertise to reach people in a local area. And online objective for Monday is to actually increase online reach and increase returning customers. And you see a smart objective right here. Increase booking from past customers by 20% in the next quarter. So this right here is the kind of plan you should have. This is what your digital marketing plan should look like. Business goal, audience, channel, activity, online objective, smart objective. Putting it all together again. Step 1, business goals. Step 2, budget and resources. Step 3, audience. Step 4, decide what channels you're actually going to leverage on. Plan everything together, then state how you're going to measure it. So this is what it's going to look like. And when you do all this, you actually have a digital marketing plan right there. So we're done with this. I'm going to be looking out, see if I can take one question before we actually go on that break and come back by 12:15 for the next session. But just so you know, you can still come back, right? Because I know I've been saying a whole lot, and you can still come back right here through the same link to actually watch this again. So Idris is asking, hope at the end of the day, today's session of the material for this lecture will be sent to our emails. That's for you, the pay link reps to help you out with. If there's a link you registered with, they could actually send, but you could actually come back through the same link and still find the presentation right here. How many types of marketing channels? Abdul Rahim is asking that there are various types of marketing channels. We mentioned a whole lot today. We mentioned about 6 or more, but you still have more. We mentioned email marketing, content marketing, search engine optimization, search engine marketing, social media marketing, a whole lot out there, but these are the key ones we did mention today. And how do I avoid, Idris is asking, how do I avoid risk and uncertainty in Google search business? By risk, you mean, Idris, I would love if you could help us expand on this, or if you could put this in a different context. How do you avoid risk and uncertainty when it comes to Google My Business, Google search business? You could help us understand that better. So that's it right there. We'll be ending this particular session. We still have another session coming up by 12:15. And I'm still going to be here. We'll have more time then, go over your question. And then the next one will be going over build your brand and sell online. How do you build your brand and sell online? Remember this one right here. We'll walk through the key digital marketing channels available and how you could create that plan. So now you have a plan. Let's see how you can build your brand and actually get to sell online. Of course, you do want to sell online. 12:15, we're right here. And we have some next steps for you. You don't just, you've been here. We are glad you've been here to this very point in time, and we're glad you actually take out time to you're investing your most valuable asset, which is time to actually come and learn how you can grow your business. So for everyone right here that's actually selling on social media, or you're running an offline business and you'd want to start receiving digital payments from your customers using your mobile phones, you're selling online, offline, or wherever, and you want to start receiving payments from your customers using your mobile phone, there's going to be a 45 minutes practical session by PayLink on how you can receive digital payments from your customers across multiple payment options using PayLink. So this is going to be happening on Friday, and it's an interactive session. You can come, ask your question. It's going to be happening on Friday tomorrow, which is the 26th of March 2021 by 11 a.m. Chidi is going to be dropping the link right there. We're still going to be sharing this on the next session, so you stick around. 12:15, we're going to be commencing the next session. So remember, practical session tomorrow for you if you're selling online or you have that online store or offline store, for you to learn how you can receive payment on your mobile phone right there from anywhere in the world using PayLink. It's a 45-minute practical session. Practicals, they're going to be showing you everything in practical, and you can actually ask questions, get more information. So it's advisable you attend this session tomorrow by PayLink. 11 a.m. Friday, 26th of March 2021. You are right there. Also, it's very good you actually implement what you've learned today. I love saying this. Knowledge isn't power. It's a quote from one of my favorite authors. Knowledge isn't power until it's applied. You've gone on to see how to create that plan. You have to create that plan today. You've seen the marketing channels you can choose. Are you getting on with Google My Business? Sign up today. Are you going to find out more about Google Ads or start using it today? Get on with that today. Knowledge isn't power until it's applied. Also, we have a learning portal by Google. I mentioned this earlier why someone was asking about the certificate. Go here, learndigital.google.com, find courses, the fundamentals of digital marketing course, expand on everything I've been saying today. Take the full course, get certified. You have that certificate from Google showing how competent you are on fundamentals of digital marketing. Follow us on social media at Facebook, we are Digital Skills for Africa, Twitter, Digital Skills for at Digital Skills AF, Instagram, Digital Skills AF. Would love to hear you. Also, you could tweet at us, use the hashtag Grow with Google or Google Digital Skills. Let's see what you learned or what you love about today's session. I'll be checking out those hashtags. And I'm still here, but for those, yeah, for this session, thank you. But remember, 12:15, we're starting the next one. I'd love to see every one of you right on there in the next session. So going on a quick break right here, 12:15, we're right back. Thank you guys. Remember, knowledge isn't power until it's applied. Right back, 12:15. Cheers. everyone. Good afternoon and welcome back. If you're just joining us, welcome. If you've been here for the first session, still welcome. We have a lot to still get on this particular new session we're introducing right now. So my name is still Tony, and and I'm a lead coach at Upskill Digital. We're partners with Google on this Grow with Google Digital Skills for Africa program. And I'm not here alone today. I have by the live chat my colleague Chidi. Chidi is right there on the live chat to help out with your questions. So if you have anything, put it right there. Chidi will be glad to help. And also is going to be taking note of some questions and leaving them out right there for me. So today, or for this particular session, if you've been with us for the first session where we went through creating a digital marketing strategy, I believe you are now equipped with the right skills you need, or you know your way towards creating that digital marketing plan. And once you know you're able to do that, you know you need to build your brand and sell online, which is what we're actually here to do. Of course, everyone wants to make sales. You want to build that brand, and doing this online or heading online, it gives you the opportunity to actually build your brand and also get to sell whatever it is you are actually producing, or whatever products or services you have out there. So in this particular session, we'll be walking you through how you can build your brand and sell online. And this is going to be until 1:15. And please, let's do well to keep this engaging. So if you have questions or you have contributions, it mustn't necessarily be a question. You have contributions, feel free to use the live chat right there. Whether you're joining on mobile, you can still access the live chat. You're joining with your laptop or your computer, you can still access the live chat right there. And also, if you're yet to introduce yourself, you did not join us for the first session, you're just joining for this afternoon session, please do help us head over to the live chat, introduce yourself. Tell us your name, where you're joining from. My name is Tony, and I'm joining you right here from Lagos, Nigeria. And it was a chilled morning, it's still a chilled afternoon. I think I'm loving this weather because it was pretty much hot, I think, some weeks ago. So right now, it's very chilled where I am. So if you're just joining, help us head over to the chat, introduce yourself, and you could also go on to tell us what you hope to get out of the session today. Like I introduced, it's all about building your brand and selling online today. And today's session is delivered right in partnership with Paylink. What's Paylink? Paylink is a secure and seamless digital commerce and payment solution, and they help individuals, micro, small, and medium scale businesses, enterprises, religious organizations, non-profit organizations, social media sellers, crowdfunders, event planners, freelancers, and all of them, and many others. What do they help them do? Help them showcase their products and services and actually get to receive payment through multiple means. You could receive payment through multiple means by sharing a customized link with those who are your customers, whether it's on social media, on WhatsApp, or emails, or anywhere else. And with Paylink, you're also able to set up an online store. With that online store, you're able to showcase your product offerings, whatever it is you are doing, and it improves the ease of purchase. Most people now, COVID has happened. Most people now prefer that online experience instead of coming in store. Health reasons, health is wealth. So prioritizing on health, most people might want to prefer having that online shopping experience. And with Paylink, you're able to have that online store where you could actually showcase your goods and services, and you're able to actually customize this store of yours, make sure it's in line with your branding. You could have your logo there, have your business name, and also you're able to generate electronic invoices for your customers. So it's something you should get on with, and it's something you should get on with, and it's really easy to get on with. To sign up, get started, go to paylink.ng, www.paylink.ng. Chidi, please help share the link right here on the chat, www.paylink.ng. Registration is free, and it takes less than 3 minutes. So we're glad to be partnering with them today. They're actually doing a lot to help small businesses out there, to actually help people as well, and make payments very easy, make receiving payment very easy. And we're glad to be partnering with them today on this session where we're talking about building your brand and selling online. So here's the agenda for today. We're starting with establishing your brand online. Of course, you'd want to get that brand of yours established online. How do you go about doing this? We'll be walking you through that. And after that, we'll be heading on to how you can develop your e-commerce offering. How do you go about developing your e-commerce offering? Of course, e-commerce is all about having that online store. Of course, you can also get that with Paylink. So how do you go about developing this interesting e-commerce offering of yours? And after, I'll be wrapping up with utilizing social media to drive sales. You also know how to create a social media strategy. We've created a digital marketing strategy, a plan right there on the previous presentation. At the end of this session, in the last part, we'll walk you through how you can create that social media strategy. Who's as excited as I am to dive right into this? I wish I could share an emoji right now. Or if there was an emoji like this to show how excited I am to get on with this, because it's an interesting one talking about social media and e-commerce. And let's dive right in. But we have questions for you. And like I mentioned on the first presentation right there are no wrong answers today. This is not an exam. It's not an essay. It's not a classroom. I'm not a professor right here looking out, okay, it's correct, wrong. No, James, you're wrong. No, we're just right here to learn and make the most of this experience. So any question, feel free to jump right in, give those contributions. I wouldn't call them answers. Contributions. So how do you currently market your business? That's the first one we have today. How do you go about marketing your business? You tell me, what have you been using? I see ASEO Consult. That's a great emoji you have right there. And I see you're very excited. And more people still joining, someone joining in from Unijust. How is it in J-Town today? Go on now, engage with this question. How have you been managing? How have you been marketing your business? Have you been marketing through word of mouth? Have you been marketing through social media? We still have someone joining right here from Liberia, so you all are welcome. I see more emojis popping right there on the chat. So you go and tell us how you've been marketing your business. There are various ways when it comes to marketing your business. Could be word of mouth, could be that you're using social media, or whichever way you're using, we've got you covered and we'll be sharing best practices and tips to actually help you make the most of all this today. And I'm diving right into the first section for today. Remember, it's split into 3 sections. And at the end of each section, I'll be taking pauses to actually go through some of your questions if there are any. But Chidi is going to be attending to those questions right there on the chat. But some is going to be leaving them aside for me. So I'll be taking pauses at the end of each question, each section to go through your questions. So keep them coming. Chidi, doing a great job on the live chat. And one thing, yeah, you're actually amazing. Thumbs up. Let's dive right in. So when it comes to establishing your brand online, the question is following this up. What benefits are brought to your business by going online? What benefits will your business get when you take it online? What benefits are brought to businesses by going online? You have some ideas, I would believe, because coming out right here for this session today, there's something you hope to gain, and maybe there's this business that has been doing well online. Your competitors have been doing well online. So what are some of the benefits you think that businesses gain when they go online? Go on right there on the chat, drop those contributions. Chidi is right there to engage. Remember, no wrong, it's not no wrong answer. We just have contributions today. And here are some of the reasons why businesses are going online. Look at these statistics and tell me if you're not going to take your business online, and not just take your business online, because it's one thing to be online, it's another thing to do the right thing. Take your business online and make sure you're actually doing the right thing, best practices, compliance, and all, putting out right content so you can achieve what you want. So looking at these stats, 1.79 billion people shopped online last year. Ask yourself, how many of these 1.79 billion people actually bought from you? What chunk did you gain out of this? 1.79 billion people shopped online last year, and 97% learn more about a business online than anywhere else. It's almost close to 100%. If you are trying to get more information about a business, where are you going to go to? Let's say you have that online store, and you're a mechanic, you have that store right there, or not an online store, an offline store. You fix cars right here. Let's say Jennifer is a mechanic. She has that store right there, or that space where she fixes cars. And not everyone might want to. People are trying to find more information about your business. Jennifer's business this time around, chances are high they will just head over online. Let's see what Jennifer has even been doing in this automobile shop. Let's see what James has been doing in this is cake shop, or this is bakery. When people are trying to research more about a business, or you now put yourself in the shoes of those customers of yours, you want to find out more about your business, where are they going to head to? So if you are not online, you're not giving them that room to get more information. And if people do not have enough information about your business, they might not trust you to even want to buy from you. So this is one of the reasons why businesses are going online. And also 95% of purchases will be through e-commerce by 2040. 95% of purchases will be through e-commerce by 2040. It's time for me to get online. I will tell you, 95% of all the purchases will be happening online by 2040. We are seeing this trend already. More people are wanting the ease of buying when it comes to online. It's right there, and technology is all about making life easier. People are already saying this already. Go shop. It's time to get online, I will tell you. And here are some of the ways big businesses are also using the internet. Sell products, businesses are using the internet. Of course, everyone right here wants to go online to sell and also buy products. So whether you're a bid maker, you might not be the one producing the bid, or you're looking for a place to source for the bid, you might just head online, do your research, find some of the businesses that actually sell just bids. You buy from them and you make the magic happen, get those nice products, put it out there. So businesses, in as much as businesses are going online to sell, they're also going online to buy. Advertise as well. Of course, you want to reach more people. You're advertising, you're reaching more people, you're advertising, you're getting more sales. So businesses use the internet to advertise and also reach more customers, whether it's on social media, it's on some of the different channels we mentioned, whether I'm using search engine optimization, search engine marketing. Businesses also use the internet to research competitions. Now, let me tell you, okay, you're making cake. I talk a lot about cake. I think I do love cakes. You're a baker and you have this cake store. Your competitor has a cake store right there on the next street. How do you research what your competitor has been doing? How do you find out? Are you going to go to the front of your competitor store and you're like, let me even perceive what aroma is coming out from this store? Are you using vanilla flavor? Who's going to do that? Why you could just head online, see the different varieties they have, see what they are doing. So it helps you research your competition better. Head online, you use the internet to research, get more reach, advertise, buy product, and also sell products. When it comes to building an online presence, we know we are in an increasingly digital age right now. So it's very, very important. It's essential for businesses to have that online presence. Super essential. And you're seeing having most of these, you do not need to pay. Social media, you're not paying. Google My Business talked about this earlier, still going to be talking about it. You're not paying. And it could be your website, could be that e-commerce platform, it could be a social media page, whichever one, and it could be all. You could have that social media page, still have an e-commerce platform, still have another website. So it's all about you making sure you at least have that online presence. You're able to get your business online so people can actually go on and interact with you, get more information, and also you're able to make those sales. So here are the different types of platforms available. Different types of platform available. You have your own website when it comes to getting online. You could get your own, yes, as we say in Pidgin, now my own be this. This is mine. That's your very own website. Social media platforms are right there. You could go on there, have a presence. Online directories. Now, by online directories, we mean this is a catalog and it's an online platform as well, just like your website, and they go on to list different businesses. So if someone is looking, most people go right there on online directories to search. We'll still be saying more on this. And also there's e-commerce platform. 4 different platforms available: your website, social media, online directories, and e-commerce platform. E-commerce in Africa is really, really growing and it's doing well. There are 400 million internet users in Africa, second only to China. The people are here, the population is here, the market is here. Another one right here, 10% of retail sales, there will be 10% of retail sales with an estimated value of 75 billion by 2025. 75 billion by 2025. Your business must take part in this. So this 75 billion I'm reading out, I'm calling out right now. Your business has to take part in this. You must get a share from this. And also, look at this one, $16.5 billion was generated from e-commerce in 2017. Did your business get any? If it did not get any of this 16.5 billion in 2017, by 2025, believe, do the right things, you would get out of this 75 billion by 2025. Of course, right? Let's get going. So when it comes to some of the e-commerce platforms available, we have some e-commerce platforms actually listed here. You know about Konga, you know about Jumia, you know about Amazon. These are some of the very popular ones with Amazon, which is really international. You go on there, you can actually have your products listed there. So if you're actually trying to, remember we mentioned channels available, you have your own website, there's also e-commerce right there. You have social media and online directories. So if you don't want to use your website, you could head to some of these e-commerce platforms available. Remember PayLink. From there, you could also go and have that store. So you mustn't need to get your own website. You could leverage some of these Konga, Jumia, Amazon, pretty much doing similar things. You go on there, you list your product, they connect you. People are actually coming in there to search for products and they find it and they could actually go on to buy from you. Also, some of the other e-commerce platforms which are really popular, we have Kilimall. It's a very popular online shopping mall, and it's connecting merchants and consumers. We also have Bid or Buy, very interesting name. Bid or Buy is an online marketplace, and it's just offering that convenient way for people to buy and sell. We're just actually listing varieties out there for you, so you can actually know you. Even if you don't have a website, people are right there on Gigi.ng actually listing their products out there. And Gigi is connecting buyers and sellers. It's happening right there. Lots of sellers are making sales right there already. So if you do not have that e-commerce platform, you could leverage some of these. Remember, PayLink has that platform for you as well. You could go on there and have that store, and your products are out there and people can find you. Another way you can actually, other platforms you can use, online business directories. When it comes to online business directories, these are actually websites, and we have Yellow Pages of Africa, Africa Business Pages. These are some online business directories available. What they do is they go on to list businesses by categories. Businesses, okay, in the construction sector, confectionery, event, entertainment, and the like. So they go on to categorize businesses by niche, location, activities, size, and the like, so they can easily be found. So a popular online business directory like Africa Business Pages or Yellow Pages of Africa, you could also go on to make sure you have a presence here, because it might be that someone who's conversant with online business directories, and that's what they use in finding businesses. Of course, that's where they will head to when they're looking for businesses. So it's always good to spread and be in some of these platforms where people can find you. Easy to get on with. All you need to do while you're getting listed on an online business directory, register your business details, put in your contact details, put in your business sector, your country or region. Make sure you know your business sector, because if you're making cake and you're a baker, you say you're in the production or construction because you made a cake for an engineer sometime that looked like construction site and the likes, and you're now a baker and you say you're into construction. Nope, it's not going to work. So make sure you're actually listing the right sector, your country, putting in the correct contact details, and registering your business details as well. Africa Business Pages, you guys could Google that, get on it. Some of them are actually free. You get on it for free. Social media is right there. Almost everyone here, I believe, has a presence on social media. All about getting your products, your brand out there, getting that page, all about showcasing your brand personality, showcasing your product. People can find you, you get to see insights. It's easy to get on with. Some of us are very familiar with this or have social media pages already. Sign up, you add pictures, you create that username of yours, and you keep adding your business details. So we'll still be talking more, sharing more on some social media platforms as we proceed with this. But right now, it's time for me to take the first pause, and I'm just going to look out and see if there's any question right here for me. I see a lot is happening on the live chat, and you guys are really doing a good one right there. And Chidi, thank you very much. You're doing a good one as well. Everyone was here, Mary Jane, Calvin, you all are welcome. And if there are any questions, remember, okay, I see someone asking a question, but I think that was directed to Chidi. How can I go about it on those websites? So which websites are you actually talking about? Chidi, if you could just jump in and help out with this. But if there are any other questions, I would love to have them. And also, I'm still going to be taking 2 more courses. So keep those questions coming right there. And Chidi, kudos, great job. Everyone else here, kudos, great job. You all are super amazing. Let's get going. When it comes to developing your e-commerce platform, that's everything we're going to be talking about in this session. How do you go about developing your e-commerce platform? We've got you covered in this section. First, remember, e-commerce is, I'll just put it in simple terms, it's an online store, I would say. E-commerce, online store, let's not come today and tell you about terms and the likes that are related to marketing. We're not here to cause confusion. We're actually here to make everything plain and easy to understand. So e-commerce, mentioning that, just know wherever you see e-commerce or whenever you hear about that, it's just an online store, I would say. Simple layman terms. Starting on with e-commerce, developing your offering, you'll need to get a domain. What's a domain? You've been hearing domain. We are not here to actually bore you with these complex terms. A domain is just that address where customers can use to find your website. The address customers can use to access your website. That's what a domain is. So a domain is just removing that www, and what you have is the domain. Paylink.ng, that's the domain. Google.com, that's the domain. Babawale.com, Kelvin.com, that's the domain. If you're not adding www, okay, that's our website. Paylink.ng, remember it's a domain. Remove the www. I think that's very much easy to understand, right? Just take off that www and you have a domain. And every domain name is actually unique. Once you've actually, this is taken, you can't actually take it again. If you're looking for maybe kelvinjames.com, it could be that it's taken, you can't use that again. Or if you've saved that, maybe Babawale Cake, you're using that already, no one else can get to use that. No one can use paylink.ng again, it's already being used. And you can actually secure a domain name and keep it before you actually go on to building your website. The domain name is not actually the website. You just have that domain name right there. If you've not gone on to create the website, people just go right there and they find nothing or they'll say it's not available. So a domain name, remember, is an address where people can use to access your website, and remove www, what you have there right there as a domain name, and getting it is very easy. If you have, remember walking through the previous presentation and talking about Monday, who was actually creating a budget right there. She was very sincere and she said she doesn't have the money to actually get the resources to actually get a website now. So if you do not have the resources to go about getting a website and you have that idea, or you are looking, okay, Jessica Craft, that's the name of this e-commerce platform I want to open. You could go about securing the domain name first. So while you're ready to go on creating the website, it's free for you. No one has taken it, because if someone takes it, you can't use that again. And these are some of the places you can secure a domain name. GoDaddy.com, you have Domain King, you have Bluehost.com. These are very, very easy to use platforms. And on GoDaddy, you can see it right there on the left part of the presentation showing on the screen now. On GoDaddy, you see you can actually search and see if the name you're trying to choose is available. So you go and search if that name is available, make sure you're booking it down and keeping it before someone else does that before you. So you've done all this, it's time to now start building your site. Remember, get the domain name. It's time to start building your site. And we've got you covered. We know we are mostly talking to small business owners today, trying to help out small business owners today. So if you do not have the resources to get on creating a website, they are actually easy to use website builders. There's Wix.com and Google Sites right there to help you. So these website builders make it easy for you to create your own websites without any coding efforts or any coding skills, I would say. Do not know how to code? You can go about creating your own website, and it's right there, very easy to get on with. So with platforms like this, Wix.com, anyone can achieve a professionally designed website. You do not need to know how to code. It's not going to be asking you script this, that. You know how coding could be, and you're like, when do I get on? Why do I learn this? Although it's not a difficult skill to get on with, but if you're trying to build a website, you could start with this simple website builders, Wix.com. And with these platforms, with these website builders, you can actually see customized templates there already. Different templates, and you get to use them. Okay, I like these templates, let me use it. Templates are a big part of what makes website builders easy to use. You don't have to go from scratch creating everything. This is how your homepage, this is what will be on top. Those templates are there already. All you just need to do is go in and start editing. Okay, it's not success that I want written here. That template, maybe it has success on top there. You remove that success, write the name of your business, change everything and tweak it to the way you want. But while you're choosing a template, make sure you look at the structure and you consider if it's in line with what you need or the kind of website you're looking for. Looking at those you have right there on the slide displaying right now, you are seeing some of the templates right there. Some are maybe related to nature and the likes, or it could be something a tour guide would use. So you just browse through the different templates and see if it's something that you'd like to use or aligns with your needs and what you want for your business. Of course, you now have that domain name. You have that you've created that site. Step 3, you go on and you upload content. What's the purpose of having a website without having content? You have that website, you've built it yourself, you've gone through that process, you've created that beautiful website. Now maybe with a simple website builder or someone, and you've actually hired a web developer and they did this for you and they're relaxed. My website is there. Visit me, Tony.ng. Yes, nothing on Tony.ng. You head over to Tony.ng and there's nothing right there. You'll be like, this Tony is not serious. So that's it. You would want to have contents right there. Make sure you're uploading. It could be text, you're writing blog articles right there. It could be images, videos. Make sure you're actually communicating what products and what your products and what your brand is all about, your brand personality. Make sure everything is clearly communicated right there with your products and your offerings. Here are some of the best practices when it comes to creating content for your website. Prioritize your audience. When you are creating websites, content for your website, prioritize your audience. They are the ones going to be reading this. It could look like a good content to you, but put yourself in the shoes of your audience and ask, is this something I would like? If I'm to buy shoes, is this the kind of content I would like to see? I might want to see videos showing me, giving me a 360. So prioritize your audience. Frame your website in a way that focuses on what your product or services helps to solve. Business of today is all about solving problems, So if there's a problem you're solving, okay, shoes, yeah, your shoes are very comfortable and they could actually work with it. And whether they have a 9 to 5, wearing it from 9 to 6 or 7, they're not going to feel any pain. You're actually solving a problem right there. And someone who needs this will be like, wow, this is a nice content I need to read, because this is actually a problem when it comes to wearing shoes. So make sure you actually trying that out and prioritizing on your audience. Also, research your competitors. While you're creating content for your website, make sure you do research your competitors, see what they are doing, monitor other websites, see what they are doing. And now, when you see what they are doing, look for a way to stand out. You mustn't be like them. You wouldn't want to come out tomorrow and say, I want to start doing exactly what Paylink is doing. I want to start doing exactly what Google is doing. Your chances are high you won't succeed. It's always good to be innovative, always good to be different. So make sure you are always researching your competitors and trying to identify what's going to make you stand out, and make sure you're highlighting that right there on your content and on your website. Learn search engine optimization. We shared some tips on this in the previous section. So in the previous session, so learn SEO basics. SEO will mean making sure your website is in compliance with some of the Google best practices and policies, so you're actually appearing when you are being searched for right there on Google search. You would want to work with keywords and make sure you are incorporating SEO while you are writing. Make sure you're incorporating those keywords, you are tagging your images, naming those images. You are not actually uploading images that are so heavy. You're uploading image of 20 MB, 30 MB. It's too much. So these are some tips that could actually help you getting on with SEO. And when you get on and you have that e-commerce platform, you now have that domain name, you've gone on to have that site, you're now creating those content. Here are some e-commerce plugins that will help you. By plugins, I mean it just helps you have some special functionalities, makes your site perform, I'll say special functions. So you want to have on your site functions like promotions and discount code tools. People visit, they see, oh, maybe it's that 10% discount for the next 20 hours or all through the month of March. So you want to have something to helping you out with this. You'd also want to make your checkout easy to use checkout. You want to learn search engine optimization. And there are plugins that help with this. There's a plugin, actually, there's one called Yoast, YOAST. There are so many other plugins. So you'd want to have plugins helping you out with search engine optimization. Also, when it comes to email marketing integrations, there are plugins that will help you out with this. So you have that plugin now, you've downloaded it right there on your site, integrated with your e-commerce site. Maybe when someone buys from you, you set it in such a way, after buying, you send them a thank you email. It's going to leave a good taste. You are still using that to collect or create an email list, and at the end of the day, still communicating with your buyers right there through email marketing. Also, you might want to have multiple payment options. Remember, Paylink solves this for you. You could receive payments from multiple options with that single customized link you have right there. So Paylink is something everyone here should check out and get on with. Where do you download these plugins we've been mentioning? We've got you covered in everything we're actually sharing here today. We wouldn't just come and share plugins, tell you this. Looking for where to download plugins, now you have that e-commerce site. WooCommerce is there. Easy Digital Downloads is there. WordPress e-commerce is there. So these are some places where you could actually make sure it's integrated to your site while you are creating it. So while someone is creating your site, you make them understand, oh, is there WooCommerce there? So you know you can actually download some of these plugins. So these are places you can download plugins: WooCommerce, Easy Digital Download, and WordPress e-commerce. Also, it's very, very important to make sure your website is mobile friendly. If you are doing all this and I get to your website and can't even scroll, I'm looking at the image, I'm trying to click on checkout, and it's right there. I can't, I'm clicking on the image right there, the edge of my phone. But I go on laptop, I see it's very fine. I go on computer, I see your site is looking well. I come on my phone, it's not looking good. And you know, we're living in a mobile world right now. Looking at these 2.41 billion people who shop online worldwide in 2021, and 21 million, there's 21 million online. There are already 21 million online shoppers across Nigeria, South Africa, and Kenya. 50% of consumers shop more on mobile than in store. 50% of consumers shop more on mobile with the phone than just coming to your store. So if your website is not mobile friendly, they cannot scroll, they can't click on that product and the likes, you are leaving a lot of money on the table. So how do you know if your website is mobile friendly or not? Got you covered right here. There's a webmaster tool by Google. You do not need to do anything. It's going to give you the exact report you want. Head over to g.co/testmysite. Chidi, please drop the link right there on the chat, g.co/testmysite. And when you head here, all you need to do is to put in your domain. Remember what the domain is. Google.com, paylink.ng, Tony.ng, Tony.com, James.com, Kelvin.com, removing the www. So you just go and put the domain name right here. Click on go, and you have that report right there. So maybe you have a web developer or someone actually managing that website of yours. You always may want to be checking this out, and Google will go on to give you some recommendations on what they find. If your site is not mobile friendly, they will give you a report when you click on go, show you how mobile friendly your site is with some recommendations. Now you could send that recommendations to the person handling your site, or you yourself could just go on and implement those recommendations. So always got you covered. g.co/testmysite. Google has got you covered. With this, you discover if your site is mobile friendly. Pausing right here for questions. Dear, any questions? We'll be going on to see if you guys have some questions for me. If you're just getting more, pop them right here on the chat. I'm going to be spending some time right here now. Let's see if there are any questions. And you could also go on to tell us how it has been. Is there anything new you've learned today? This is the second session for today. The first one, remember, we went through creating your digital marketing strategy. Now, walking you through using building your brand and selling online. So, how's it been? And if you have any question, feel free right now to pop them right in on the chat. I see Chidi has been doing a lot of work right there on the chat, engaging with everyone. And you're all amazing as well. Ibrahim, I see you. And if there are any questions, I'd love to have them now. Or someone saying the lecture is loaded. Thank you, Google. Thank you, Paylink. Of course, big ups to Google, big ups to Paylink. Always out there looking for ways to help small businesses and help them grow, make the most of digital tools. Paylink right there solving payment problems for you. So no questions right here. I think I'm going to be proceeding, but at any point, if you have questions, be dropping them right there on the chat. Chidi is right there to help. I'm right here to waiting for some of those questions. If you have them, there's nothing like no question is. We don't have any. I would say it also. We don't have wrong questions here today. We just have questions. So don't feel, should I ask this? Should I not ask this? I think there's this quote I like. I'm not sure I could get the name of this person who said it. The part of being successful is about asking the right questions and listening to the answer. So if you have those questions, feel free to drop them. Part of being successful is about asking the right questions. Ask me, Tony, how? Tony, why? Tony, how? But let's get going. I still have one last pause for questions. Maybe there would have just general, whatever questions you have. I'll be glad to help. So let's dive right in. Someone asking if there's a certificate at the end of the session. Of course, we'll be sharing a link where you could go on to take continue with the learning. It doesn't end just here. We have a link where you will be a link to an online portal, Google. You head over there, you learn more. You take an exam at the end of that, which is just 40 questions and very, very easy. You pass, you have a certificate by Google directly. It's a very, very solid certificate, I'll tell you. So you would want to check that out. So be sharing the link as we proceed. So right on, let's get going, friends. Utilizing social media to drive sales. And everyone is going to sit up. Oh, interesting one, yeah. And on this, we are going to be walking you through how you could get that social media strategy. If you don't have a pen, get a pen, get that note right now, because we're going to be diving into how you can create a social media strategy. You need a strategy, I'll tell you. You need a strategy. And this is still going to be available right here. This same link, you could actually just copy the link of the YouTube channel out there. You could still come back and watch this. If there's anything you missed and you're like, oh, I missed on this, you could come back and have a rewatch and find out more on what you're actually looking for. So here's a question, guys. How can social media benefit your business? What's one way? We have a lot of people on social media here, I would say. What's one way social media can help your business? Or how can you social media? What do you think? What benefit do you think social media could actually bring to your business? What's that one benefit or two or three? What are the benefits you think you could gain from social media? Remember, no wrong answers. Drop contributions right there on the chat, and Chidi is right there to engage with you. But I'm going to be highlighting some of the benefits we think you could gain from social media. It's not limited or restricted to only this. You all could still go on to mention more and more and more. I mean, I would say it's more than just this, but we've gone on to highlight some of the key benefits you gain from actually being right there on social media. One, it helps you generate more sales. Of course, people are out there. You go on there, you can actually just advertise, reach more people, get more sales right there. It adds value to your brand, adds a lot of value to your brand. I mean, we are out there showing your brand personality. People are getting to know more about your business. So it goes a long way to add value to your brand and also help to improve your marketing. When value is added to your brand, you are generating more sales, you are knowing more about your customers, getting more insights, seeing the number of those who are actually following you, their demographics, okay, learning more about your customers, and it's all working in the way to help you improve your marketing. You could actually also advertise there, get to reach more people, get more sales. So social media could also benefit you in the area of improving your marketing and building relationships and network. Building communities, that's where it happens on social media. You have that community that would always, always, always root for you. Social media is not just all about going out right there and putting your message out there. You're not engaging with those who are commenting. You don't even, okay, these are some of my active followers. You're not following back some of them. This person has been following you, always commenting, always commenting. Maybe the person is yet to buy from you. You do not know for whatever reason. Okay, it's having his birthday today. You could actually go on, oh, let's send you this. We're glad you're actually a big fan. Let's send you this. Send us your address. We're actually sending you this. All about building that relationship and community. And I'll tell you, the business of today is all about relationship. It's all about trust. That's the business. You see brands now trying to sound more human going on social media. Even big brands trying to sound more human, working right there on social media to build that community. And if you go on social media, do your job well, connect with your followers out there, you get to have that community and they would always root for you. Always, always, always root for you. And that's what we want in business, to have loyal customers, to make them advocates. They go about now spreading the word. Even when you're not there, they're talking about your brand. So that's one benefit social media could get from you, for you when it comes to benefits, build relationships and network. And it helps you stay competitive. You can see what your competitors are doing, what they are not even doing well, see how you can get better. It's always through that you're able to keep an eye on your competitors, and it helps you, gives you an edge, so you're able to stay really, really, really competitive. You need to have a strategy when you're going online, especially on social media. Especially on social media. Strategy is very important in life, in whatever it is we are doing in life. You need to have a strategy. So even getting onto social media, you'd want to have that strategy, and we'll be walking you through how to have that strategy. There's this very popular tale, an old tale of the Trojan horse. It goes along with, it's an old tale, very, very old, but it's just to tell you about strategy. You need to have that strategy. This is how we'll go about it. Everything clearly defined. So the story of the Trojan horse is just about this group A, Group B. They've been on this endless war. They've been fighting. It's not ending. And if wars take too long, it takes a toll on resources and everyone. They've been fighting for long. Now, Group B came up and said, oh, we're really tired. Let's look for another strategy to proceed with this. They've been fighting, nothing working. Group B said, Let's look for a different strategy. That's the story of the Trojan horse. You could just, it's a tale. You could Google that later. I'm just telling you so you understand the importance of strategy. Now, Group B came up and said, we are no longer going to be proceeding with this fight in this way. Let's come up with a different strategy. And they came up to say, okay, we are going to act like we are giving up. We are going back. We are retreating. And we are going to act like we are surrendering. We are going to leave this Trojan horse. That's where the name of the tale actually came out from. They created this long horse and this big horse in wooden form. They used wood to actually build this big horse. And in the afternoon, they just ran back and left the battlefield. Group A now thought, okay, Group B, they've gone on. They are now tired. War has ended. We've won. Group A came out from their territory, their fortress. Of course, you knew back then they all have fortresses and the likes. So Group A came out from this fortress where Group B has not been able to penetrate. Now Group A came out, so Group B, they've gone on to retreat. They've retreated. Wow, they don't run. No. Oh, interesting. They left this Trojan horse, so they left this horse. It's a sign that we've actually defeated these people. Yes. Group A took in the Trojan horse and carried it right into their territory, not knowing that Group B hit some people, some soldiers on that inside that horse right there. So Group A in the evening, they were just celebrating, brought in that horse into their territory, celebrating, yes, we've won. Those soldiers actually inside that horse, the Trojan horse, came out, opened the gate for some of their members. Their members actually acted like they've gone on to retreat, but they actually did not retreat. It was just deception. And they opened the gate for them. Those in the Trojan horse came out, opened the gate for them. They ran in, and that was how the war ended. One strategy ended that war that has been on for over 10 years. Goes to show you the power of strategy. If you do not have a strategy, you are just out there like a kite. You know the way kites fly, here, here, here. You need to have a strategy, and let's walk you through how you could create a social media strategy. First, this is what your strategy should be made up of: your audience, the business goal, social platforms, tone of voice, and what success looks like to you. Imagine just listing all this and leaving it for you. We're actually going to expand on them. So let's dive right in. First thing right here you should do, define your audience. When it comes to getting that strategy, define your audience. Who's your ideal audience? Now, in the previous session I mentioned, you would want to Google something. This is called an audience persona. I'm just telling you to Google it so you'd find different examples. PERSONA, audience persona. It's always good to create that persona, understand who your ideal audience is. And in every channel you are going, whether it's on social media, on Google, or wherever you advertise, you need to look at that. This is my audience. Always look at it so you understand these are the people I'm trying to reach. On this, you need to know who your audience are, what are they interested in, what's influencing them. Are they usually online? It could be that you're selling these corporate shoes and you know a CEO doesn't have to be online, or you're targeting CEOs with this. We're targeting very busy people, maybe bankers. You know, they don't usually online morning till they're not. I mean, whenever they get to work, they could just keep their phone. They have to keep their phone out to actually do the business. So, are they usually online? It could be that they are mostly online from 8 to 10. That's when you should be posting to reach them. So, while you are doing this, you see everything is working in sequence. Which social media channels do they use? When you know your audience, it's going to help you understand what platforms to find them. Define your audience right there. Define your business goals. Goals could be different, right? It's not everyone that is out there to make sales. If you're an NGO, of course, you are out there maybe to create awareness on this cause you are championing for. It could be that your goal out there is to also give better customer service. So you'll be looking out, see how they are responding to questions, queries, and the like. It could be to generate sales. It's relative. Define your goals the way you want them. The goals that make sure it's in alignment with your exact online goals also. Define your goals, better customer service, grow your brand awareness and the likes, connect with influencers. That could be your goal. After that, you'd head over to choosing the right social media platform. Pick one platform. You could start with one, like we highlighted right here. You might not want to be on everything. I mean, you're a solopreneur or just an entrepreneur. You're doing all this alone while you're starting out. You might not have time to manage LinkedIn, Facebook, or just be everywhere. And that's why it's also good to define your audience so you know that ideal platform. If you are business focused or lifestyle focused, you know where to be on. If you are business focused, you want to be on LinkedIn. If you're lifestyle focused, you're an event planner, you're making nice shoes or beats and the likes, you're making clothes. Are you going to go on LinkedIn and be posting those clothes and the like? No, you won't do that there. You want to be on platforms like maybe Instagram, which is more visual, or also maybe a platform like Twitter. Understand that different channels also need different strategies. The strategy you're using on Instagram is not the one you would use on Twitter. Nope. It's not the same. We'll be walking through some of these platforms and I'll talk more on these strategies, understanding different strategies for different channels. Defining your brand voice. What's your voice? Now, it's not my voice, whether I'm sounding high, low, calm. Nope, that's not the kind of voice we're talking about. By voice, we mean your personality. Every brand has a personality. There was this time, there was this guy managing one of the security outfits. I won't mention him, Twitter accounts right here. And you know, the guy was really doing well. If you're a Nigerian, people were now liking this security agency. The people were feeling very comfortable. And you know, every security outfit should have that kind of voice where people can actually come relate with you and that. So that guy then managing Twitter, if they're Nigerians here, you know, he was actually doing a great job out there and people were actually loving engaging with this security outfit. So it's left for you to define your brand tone. How do you want to sound? Define your personality. Do you want to sound always friendly, calm, welcoming, helpful? All this is very necessary for you to define this. You wouldn't want, because if you have that guideline, you wouldn't want tomorrow to come out and just you post an image and no caption. People do this a whole lot. What's that? What's the sound? What's that personality? You just come, you post an image for media, no price, no caption, no nothing. You post an image right on social media and you leave it. Or you write new collection. Opo, best collection out there. Ichoke. What's that? I mean, yeah, I know you're jumping on trends, but people might want to, it might not be in line with your voice. Yeah, if your voice is to sound fun, cool, relax, you might want to be using those terms. But if your voice is maybe okay, you just want to sound helpful and the likes, imagine going on that NGO's page and you're seeing them, it's not the voice they want to use. So make sure you highlight your brand voice right here. You have your style, you have your brand guidelines, and the logo, the colors that best represent your brand. All those should be highlighted right here in tone of voice. Define what success looks like to you. What's success going to look like to you? This is where you might want to use the SMART acronym. Is it make sure you're setting specific, measurable, attainable, relevant, and time-bound objectives. So success could be for you a growth in sales and traffic, or 30% increase in sales by the end of Q4 or Q3 2021. Just going to define it. So once it's defined, you actually know at the end of Q3, maybe that's the end of September, I've not actually achieved this 20% increase in sales. It goes on to keep you in check. If success is for you to have add 100 social media followers by the end of June, you go back, you see you didn't achieve that. It's going to keep you in check, so you know you need to start doing things differently. So that's it there. Audience, business goals, social platforms, tone of voice, define what success looks like to you, and you have that strategy right there. You might want to expand on it. This is when I'll be posting. These are the kinds of images I'll be posting. You want to sound helpful. You want to be posting every day. It's left for you. Always make sure you have that plan and that strategy. So which social media platforms do your business currently use? This is a question for you guys. I know the chat is going to be trooping with lots of contribution when I get to this one. What social media platforms do you currently use? We'll be explaining some of them and just highlighting some strategies that you should be using while you're on some of these platforms. But you could just go on. What platforms are you using? Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, yeah, dance. Twitter is right there. Twitter is one great social media platform, and it's good for quick fire conversations. Just so you know, quick fire conversations, you wouldn't want to go on Twitter and what you are telling long stories about your brand every single time, or you say you're going to be posting just once on Twitter. Not really good conversations. It's always happening right there on Twitter. Quick fire, zoom. New trends every time. This is trending now. After 1 hour, it's no longer trending. So it's happening really quick and fast right there on Twitter. So you wouldn't want to just come out, post once a day, and you're off. Come, do this, do that, do that. You'd want to sound really trendy, have that nice profile picture, always join conversations and use hashtags. There's always one conversation or the other happening on Twitter. You could find them from the hashtags and trends. Good to always jump on this, show that human side to your brand. So many things are trending now, terms like choke, they breathe, so many terms. If there's a way to use this, tweak this, and just something on that, Twitter people would love you. And yeah, this brand is really human. We love the admin of this brand. They get to follow you. Be human while you're heading to Twitter. Don't go and write there and sound like a robot. This. Today's cake is so good. Buy now. New outfits. Buy now. No, sound human when you get there. Facebook as well. You can have a page right here and showcase your different products and offering. You could have a call to action button. Buy now. Contact now. You could actually use this page of yours to advertise, reach people within your local area, or just spread your reach, go international, or maybe reach everyone in Nigeria or Africa. So you also have the opportunity to link this to your main website. So Facebook is one way customers can actually find you, and you need to have a page. Don't just go about using your personal profile. There are pages. You want to have a page. You might want to have a group. Instagram as well. So this is more visual, lifestyle focused, and the likes. So if you're doing something in the corporate world or you're business inclined and the likes, you might want to stay on platforms like LinkedIn, I would say, because Instagram is more visual. And it's a fun place, I'll tell you. With this, there are so many tools you can actually leverage. Instagram Reels, you want to show behind the scenes and also go easy on hashtags. See people having 20 hashtags, 25. What are you doing? Focus on the relevant hashtags. Make sure you're engaging with brands, and if you can, you could want to work with influencers right there. Make sure you're always engaging with people, showing behind the scenes through your Instagram Reels, through Instagram stories. Hey, new products are new arrivals. We're actually unboxing. We have my container just arrived. New arrivals right there. Our shoes just arrived, or this. We just got this leather from Kano. We can't wait to work with this leather to produce great shoes. It just showed us behind the scenes, and people are actually like, so it's actually this guy that is making these shoes. Wow, I never knew. I thought he was just buying shoes from wherever I'm bringing to us. So show behind the scenes right there on Instagram. Make use of different products out there on Instagram. LinkedIn is right there. It's just a professional platform for you to go and right there. You're actually a professional. You want to meet different professionals, get hired, get found by recruiters. You go and right there on LinkedIn. And there's a quote I heard about last week while the CEO of Upscale Digital, Gori Yahaya, was actually speaking. He said, successful CVs do not list roles, they list accomplishments. This is one pro tip on LinkedIn. While you're heading on LinkedIn, do not just go about saying you've worked in this role, you have 10 roles out there that you've worked on. And what achievements? That's what recruiters are actually looking for. If LinkedIn is your thing, you want to get hired, always make sure you're listing those achievements right there behind those roles. Very important. That's a wrap. So I'll be going over for the final round of questions. Final round for questions. Are there any questions? Let me check, see what's happening right there on the chat. Questions. I think I have one right here. Electrical service professionals. How do electrical service professionals, how do I start my business online? Electrical service professional. Okay, you're asking, how do you start your business online? Of course, it's all about having the online presence. There's a tool called Google My Business. I would advise you get onto that. You could get started by going to business.google.com because people are likely going to be searching for, maybe here we'll call electricians, or they need this electrical service or the likes. So people might be searching for terms like electricians near me and the likes, and you're nowhere to be found, especially in your local area. Let me say I'm new to this area, and you right here in this session, you don't have an online presence. You provide electrical service. You're an electrical service professional, and I'm actually stuck. I'm new here. What do I turn to? I would likely turn to Google electrical service professionals, and I can't find you. You've been losing out. I might get to now start calling friends or seeing if I can find someone or just asking around. But if you're on Google, I've found you straight away. So you'd want to get onto Google My Business, get started there. It's very easy to get on with business.google.com, get listed, and you have that presence. You can be found when people are actually searching for these services you're actually providing. Also, you'd want to be there on social media. Make sure you're actually posting what's happening behind the scenes. You don't necessarily have to. You could post, okay, you actually faced this today, or this is a challenge you actually faced today, and by the end of today, the light is now full here, or this was a house you worked on recently, and it's a new building. After everything, look at the house, chandeliers and the likes, all electrical fittings done by us, all the thing done by us right here. We're right here to serve you. So stuff like that, get onto social media. Make sure you're right there on Google My Business. I hope that answers your question. I didn't see a name behind this, just saw electrical service professionals, but I really do hope that did answer your question. So, how can I measure insights from hashtags? Of course, I do not know how you can measure insights from hashtags, especially on social media, because on hashtags, you just want to see, you might just click on the hashtag and see the number of posts that has been made there. So you click on this particular hashtag on Instagram, you see it has 400 or 1 million posts, or 1 million people have actually used this. Even when you're inputting the hashtag, you see the volume, 1.3 million, 113 billion. So that could be a way for you to measure. But if there's some other way, I do not think there's some other way. I created my site through Google My Business. G Khalid is asking, but it's not verified up till now. Okay, G Khalid, here's what you do for us. Go to opera.com/OFB, opera.com/OFB. I just popped the link right there. Also, Chidi will be helping out with that. Opera.com/OFB. It could be www.opera.com/OFB. Fill in the form right there and they would help you reach out to you on how to get verified. How much do you give with everybody? Don't get this question, Ilya. Don't get this question. If you could rephrase, that would help us out. Kelvin is asking, okay, I think Kelvin is trying to answer a question right here by Agatha. Olaoye is asking, are we to use our personal social media handle for ads or create another social media account? Nope. You are not to use your personal social media handles. If you have a business, go on and create from your personal social media handles. You cannot even run ads, especially on platforms like Instagram or Facebook. You will need to create a business account. So you go on and you could Google this or just find out more about this, how to create an Instagram business account. You need to create an Instagram or Facebook business account before you can advertise. With your personal account, you cannot advertise. So create that business account on Facebook and on Instagram. You can see a 1 minute or 2 minute videos. There are lots of videos on YouTube to help you, and you see how to go about that. Also, Morenica is asking, can we please listen to this training on our own time? Because heavy rainfall, I can relate. It's been raining in Lagos since yesterday, and I can also relate to this. So Morenica, yes, just copy the link to this, and or you can come back to your YouTube history. Just come back to your YouTube application, go on history, and you'll find this. You can watch it again from start to finish. When else do we have a class like this? So Samino, here's what you do. Just click on subscribe to this channel, and you'll see the next time we are going live. So that's it right there. Those are the questions, and other questions. Chidi will be helping out with that while we wrap it up and give you insights on some next steps that you should be taking. So here's what you should do next, just so you are aware. PayLink is going to be having a practical session tomorrow. So if you are selling online, you have that offline business, you do not have an online store, you are just selling, whether it's online on social media or wherever, you have that offline business, and you want to learn how you can receive digital payments from customers using your mobile device. Tomorrow, PayLink.ng is having that practical 45-minute session where you will learn how you can receive digital payments from your customers across various multiple channels, I would say, across different channels using PayLink. That's what they help you out with. So it's an interactive session. You don't just come there and they just come pour it out. It's going to be interactive, just as this session was. So you go there tomorrow. It's happening by 11 a.m. The PayLink team will be right there to help you out, show you how to go about this, setting up and receiving payments right there from various payment platforms. So you should check this out. It's happening tomorrow, 11 a.m. Tomorrow is actually 26th. So whenever you'll be watching this video from, so you just know 26th March 2021, 11 a.m. Chidi is going to be popping the link right there on the chat, or you just check the pinned message right there on the chat. You'll find the link for you to register for this PayLink interactive session happening tomorrow, where you learn how to get started, get that unique link and customized link of yours so you can now start receiving payments from multiple channels or multiple payment options using PayLink with that customized link of yours. So make sure you do get on with that tomorrow. And also, we're going to be sharing the link to the Google Digital Skills Learning Hub, learndigital.google.com. You go on here. There's still a lot more to learn. There's a full course on this. It's free. It's free. You're not paying for it. You learn at your own pace. It's not for you to learn and you have to finish by tomorrow or finish in 1 week time. You learn at your own pace, and after you are done, you get certified by Google. Of course, there's a simple exam you take. If you do not pass the exam, you have the opportunity to retake it. Google is going to tell you, go over this exercise again. After some hours, you can retake the exam. Amazing, isn't it? You do this, get certified, and yes, you could brag about it, and make sure you're always applying the new skill. It's not just about getting certified. Apply the new skills. So for me, I'll tell you, leave you with this quote by one of my favorite authors, Dale Carnegie. Knowledge isn't power until it's applied. You've actually invested time to come here to learn. It's going to be futile if you do not actually implement this learning. Applied knowledge is the new thing right now. Knowledge isn't power until it's applied. Make sure you apply this newfound knowledge of yours, and by doing that, you're actually adding power to it, adding life to it, and success begins to happen. So that's it. And also, follow us on social media. On Facebook, we are Digital Skills for Africa. Find us right there on Facebook, Twitter, Digital Skills AF, Digital Skills AF on Twitter, Instagram, still Digital Skills AF. Go on there, find us. If you took screenshots, share with us. Tell us what you loved about today's session. Would love to hear. I'm going to be checking out the hashtag Grow with Google. I'm going to be checking that out and seeing what you guys have to say. And it's been an interesting ride, going on from 11, having the first session, concluding with this. And I love the energy that came out from this session. And I wish you all the best with your business. And please, please, please do implement this new learning, this new skill, this new thing you've learned today. Make sure you implement it. Thank you, guys. Have a great day. Good afternoon. And take care. Bye. So thank you, guys. And catch you guys later some other time. Bye.